In a serene monastery nestled in the mountains of ancient India, a group of monks lived and practiced the teachings of the Buddha. Among them was a wise elder monk named Ananda, known for his profound understanding of silence and mindfulness. One day, a young monk named Sona arrived at the monastery. Eager to learn and full of questions, Sona often found himself overwhelmed by the thoughts and emotions swirling in his mind. He sought out Ananda, hoping to find peace and clarity. "Master Ananda," Sona said, bowing respectfully, "I struggle with controlling my thoughts and emotions. They are like a storm inside me. How can I find peace?" Ananda smiled kindly and said, "Come with me, Sona." The two monks walked to a tranquil pond surrounded by trees. The water was so still that it mirrored the sky and the surrounding nature perfectly. Ananda pointed to the pond and asked, "What do you see, Sona?" "I see a clear reflection of the sky and trees," Sona replied. Ananda then picked up a small stone and gently dropped it into the pond. Ripples spread across the water, distorting the reflection. "Now, what do you see?" he asked. "The reflection is disturbed, and the water is no longer clear," Sona observed. Ananda nodded. "The mind is like this pond. When it is still, it reflects reality clearly. But when it is disturbed by thoughts and emotions, our perception becomes distorted. To find peace, we must learn to still the mind." Sona looked puzzled. "But how do I still my mind, Master?" Ananda led Sona to a quiet meditation hall and said, "Sit here in silence and observe your breath. Do not try to stop your thoughts, but simply watch them come and go like clouds passing in the sky. With practice, your mind will begin to settle, and you will find clarity." Sona began to practice as Ananda instructed. At first, his mind was like a chattering monkey, jumping from one thought to another. But with patience and persistence, he started to notice moments of stillness and peace between the thoughts. The more he practiced, the longer these moments became. One day, as Sona sat in meditation, he heard a commotion outside. Two monks were arguing loudly, their voices filled with anger. Sona felt his own irritation rising, but he remembered Ananda's teachings. Instead of reacting, he took a deep breath and remained silent, observing his feelings without getting caught up in them. After the argument subsided, Sona approached Ananda and shared his experience. "Master, I felt anger rising within me when I heard the argument, but I remembered your teachings and stayed silent. The anger passed, and I felt a deep sense of peace." Ananda smiled warmly. Silence is a powerful tool, Sona. It allows us to observe our emotions without being swept away by them. When we react impulsively, we only add to the disturbance. But when we remain silent and mindful, we can maintain our inner peace and see things more clearly. Sona nodded, understanding the lesson deeply. "I see now, Master. Silence is not just the absence of speech, but the presence of mindfulness and awareness." From that day on, Sona practiced the power of silence in his daily life. He learned to respond to challenges with calmness and clarity, rather than reacting impulsively. His peaceful demeanor inspired the other monks, who also began to embrace the practice of mindful silence. The story of Sona and Ananda spread throughout the monastery and beyond, teaching people the profound power of silence and mindfulness. It reminded them that true peace comes not from external circumstances, but from the stillness within. The power of silence lies in its ability to bring mindfulness and clarity. By observing our thoughts and emotions without reacting impulsively, we can maintain inner peace and respond to life's challenges with wisdom and calmness.